The FAA's sudden shutdown of the airspace for 10 days, as you heard on the radio call in El Paso along the Mexico border, created some short-term chaos for everyone. And this is from passengers to flight crews to the airline employees themselves at the airport. Everyone at some point this morning trying to make sense of the surprise announcement, only to then be reversed just hours later. I'll be candid. I fly in this system a lot, and this one, without question, still a head scratcher to a certain degree, even with some details now. So allow me to take you through the bumpy sequence of events to where we started and where we are. So last night, 9:32 p.m., this is where the story kind of begins. Central Time, FAA sends a notice to airmen. We call them NOTAMs in the aviation world, declares a temporary flight restriction around El Paso's main airport for special security reasons. 2 hours later, 11:30 p.m., it's defined as 10-day airspace restriction that goes into effect. And then just after 3:30 in the morning today, we get the official travel advisory from the FAA. It confirms the airspace closure, 10 days. And then all of a sudden, here comes 7 a.m. In a post on X, the FAA, out of the blue, lifts the restriction. And I'm going to be honest with you, you'd be forgiven if your head is still kind of spinning a little bit just from that short bit. Let's take a deeper dive into all of this. Let's say hello to our Jason Allen, who's live in El Paso for us this afternoon, to take a look at these developments and kind of where things land right now. Jason?
Hey, so Doug, let's talk you through what's happening right now. The airspace back open here. We have seen and heard planes flying over El Paso, so it's back open as much as it can be for a major metropolitan area of this size, especially with a huge military airbase nearby and all of the activity that is ongoing along the southern border. But this closure didn't come with, as you said, a lot of frustration and a lot of questions. FAA Administrator Brian Bedford putting that airspace closure into effect last night, and it was for all aircraft under 18,000 feet. That is passenger jets, that is cargo jets, that is emergency helicopters that people might need to get to hospitals. This happened, sources tell CBS News, because of a disagreement over safety in the use of a new military technology that has been tested and used at nearby Fort Bliss. This sources described to us as a new high-powered laser that is going to be used as an anti-drone technology, and that this had been tested and ongoing testing and even used in the past few days by Border Patrol to take down what was suspected to be drones. And one of those items, apparently sources say, turned out to be a balloon. There had been ongoing meetings over the safety of this technology, and the Defense Department believed that it was safe to continue use, but evidently the FAA disagreed and put that airspace closure into effect. There were meetings this morning at the White House where the closure was quickly lifted, but not before causing a lot of frustration and a lot of confusion. Here's El Paso's mayor from earlier this morning.
El Paso is not just a dot on a map. We are a major city. We are the sixth largest city in the state of Texas, and we are the 22nd largest city in the United States. Without hospital, military operations, and emergency services and critical infrastructures that depend on coordinated and reliable airspace operations. Decisions made without notice or coordination puts lives at risk and creates unnecessary danger and confusion.
So you can hear the frustration in his voice, and city and county officials have also spent the day trying to get answers from their representatives in Washington about how all of this happened in the overnight hours, Doug.
Yeah, it's twofold. It was the sudden nature of it. Obviously, it was, why behind it, but also 10 days got everybody's attention. So in the real world, what kind of notice would there usually be for something like this, if any notice? And how does it normally work for people who don't know?
Right. So typically, especially with the base nearby, this would be something there would be discussions well in advance, right? And on a something that's sudden like this or an emergency situation, there would be calls that would go into air traffic control in the airport and then to public safety officials here. However, if you broaden out and look at the context here, local officials have been complaining here, both city and county, for many months now, that they have kind of been left out of some of these conversations. And that goes with immigration enforcement, that goes with activities at Fort Bliss, things that they say in the past they have been part of. They have not more recently. This is something that they have been pushing to be a part of. Again, evidently in this case, they were not part of any of those discussions that were going on.
Coordinated efforts become very difficult when everyone is not involved in being coordinated.